Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, light ambassadors of the new golden age of ascended mastery. Welcome to April, the month of magic, mysticism, growth, expansion, and manifestation. This is where the dreamer and the dreamed merge for full activation as conscious co-creators of the new earth paradigm. With the consistent energetics flowing into this realm from the great central sun, our sacred crystal avatars of light are coming fully into fruition. As Pachamama continues to get flooded with the higher energetics of Source, we had another large pulse of resonance showing up on the Schumann charts today at an amplitude of 23 Hz, the code of 5D and beyond. Happy new moon and fiery Aries today. This is the first of 2 new moons of the month of April, as we receive double the power of the sacred void, the womb of all creation. These new moon bookends as a galactic gateway are preparing us for the 4-4 portal and the powerful conjunction of Jupiter and Neptune in the sign of dreamy Pisces on April 12th. The special alignment occurs once every 166 years. This is the most important aspect of 2022 and has not occurred since 1856. This is the time to dream big of the infinite possibilities of our full creative potential. When we work with the power of our almighty I Am presence and with the love of God, all things are possible. With the faith and courage of the Lion Nation, our hearts are being fully activated for our final mission of merging heaven and earth through the still 0-point center of our divine presence. Our 12-strand crystalline DNA of the code of 144 is coming fully online to transform our consciousness and turn our physical vessels into the diamond rainbow body masters of the Jalus. The Great Spirit in action and motion with the power of love and the force of truth, we become the true golden light bridgers of the new Yerushalem. With the pure awareness of our Buddha nature, we walk the middle path with heart and eternal life. We transcend all fear and duality to live directly from our cosmic conscious perception of our infinite multidimensional selves of the clear light of bliss. With great humor and vigor, we transform the nightmare into the paradise for all living sentient beings of the way. As we rise together into the 5th dimension, through the doorway of our minds, we make the final quantum leap of consciousness into the new human, Homo Luminous, beings of infinite light. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end, and please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 23 degrees, 37 minutes Aries, 37 into 73 heaven on earth. The sun is at 12 degrees, 26 minutes Aries. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 13 degrees Aries. A bomb which failed to explode is now safely concealed. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 24 degrees Aries. An open window and a net curtain blowing into a cornucopia. From astrologyweekly.com. And now my sacred Condor pulls a card for you today from the Animal Spirits Knowledge cards from Susan Boulay, and the cards she pulled for you today are Sacred Deer. Symbology, instinctual energy, independence, regeneration. Graceful, swift, and elusive, the deer has symbolized the powers in nature that are not easily subdued. A deer's antlers, which are shed and regrown each year, are specifically associated with regeneration and renewal. A swift deer with golden antlers was sacred to the Greek goddess Artemis, whose realm was the wilderness and instinctual, untamed things. A deer is also a symbol that summons individuals to a calling or journey. It has frequently appeared in legends and myths as a creature which lures a hunter or knight into the wilderness. In the legend of King Arthur, a deer leads Sir Gawain into the woods to begin his adventures. And now from Summit Lighthouse, the flame of the Mother and the flame of the Ascension, the desire to know and be God through purity of body, mind, and soul, through the consciousness of the Divine Mother, which embraces the natural laws governing all manifestation in the earth plane. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Elizabeth Peru, a special message from the light. Dear cosmic community, right now you could be feeling internally pressured as your old lower vibration self is being systematically, by the light, elevated and dismantled. The successive M and X flares now occurring on the sun is our real, concrete sign that humanity is ready for its next dose of higher consciousness. As a wayshower, you'll receive higher doses of light than many others, which means that it will expose your shadows to a greater degree. I encourage you to face what's coming up to be released right now. It may feel tough, but work through it. You're being handed a cosmic gift. From ElizabethPeru.com. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Juan Jose Vallejo Cívicos. April 1st, 2022. The Spirit Source is another light shining in the universe of stars, galaxies, and cosmic singularities. The Master Consciousness is a spiritual reference and guidance to facilitate universal existence, transcend and teleport interdimensionally through the multidimensional universe in divine co-creation of mutual grace. Humanity enters this multidimensional sacred space of master creation through the sovereignty of the Master Consciousness of the universal free spirit. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Quana Michaela, Energy Update, April 1st, Crystalline Light Body. The energy of April 1st is one of the most beautiful ones. The presence on high but soft solar illumination above and around everywhere, fulfilling physical cells, crystalline DNA, streaming and loving our new light bodies. It can feel like walking on the clouds. Your body moves lightly, steps you are taking feel lightly. Head is clear but also in slight dizzy sweetness. Being very present, very much a sense of trust, wholeness, youth and rejuvenation, activation of the crystalline programs and codes. This is meant for the light body. For those who are experiencing being as if in another reality or frequency, you are experiencing yourself in your own light bodies. Light bodies are connecting with higher octaves, the new earth, expanded states. Trust your light body, it knows. Allow the crystalline body to lead you and show to you through your senses a new spectrum of the senses, states, experiences. It's all loving and safe. Feel more of your light body structure because you already are your crystalline diamond body, you as awareness. The difference between the physical body and light body is not only in density and from what it consists, but also in the physical body it has its own awareness. And then your crystalline light body is you, your awareness. Stepping away from the human physical body and human aspect that can be viewed like a more lower because it's meant for the 3D experience where everything is tangible, dense, and stepping into the crystalline light body, you are actually simply changing your form or shape, and you as an awareness are having expressed form. There is not a separate lower awareness needed. Perceive your light body by sensing and feeling. Do not try to bring in through your mind. Mind is full of questions. Allow yourself to enjoy and feel such lighter states, simple beingness, openness, expanded you, your heart. In this new body, your heart is the main center. The heart is what we interact with, not the brain or mind, the thinking process. You and your heart are taking leadership. Crystallization is a process in stages or phases. During physical vessel transformations upgrades. Crystallization is supported by solar energy, plasma light, crystalline frequencies 222, different source frequencies. It has been mentioned in the energy reports when I speak about the light body that we are actually having two bodies, physical and crystalline. Transformation from the physical to the crystalline is ongoing, but at the same time, we are existing in both. In the times ahead, your light body will let you know more about it so you can better adapt and get used to unfamiliar senses and align your life's flow. The new feels beautifully. We can only appreciate more of these new experiences. It's not a dream, it's here. Just a little patience. Crystallization is a stage-by-stage process. Transition. Just feel into it. Trust it. Take loving care of your own physical while it's physical. With a warm smile and love, solar hugs, Kwana Michaela. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Thomas Sokowitz. The most spiritual transit, a great reset of the ego, a great awakening of the soul. In the next 10 days, Jupiter, the planet of abundance, wisdom, self-actualization, expansion, will conjunct Neptune, planet of spirit, imagination, dreams, in their home sign of Pisces, a sign that rules the process of spiritualization, the collective psyche, or the collective waters of the womb. It also rules endings, and of course the age of Pisces we have been leaving behind now for some time. This hasn't happened in their home sign since 1856. A lot of this is about awakening of true compassion and coherence within the high heart and heart, the wisdom of the heart-mind. Being that both planets are at home here, Jupiter being the ancient ruler and Neptune being the modern ruler of Pisces. For those that have been doing their inner work, this transit would suggest one of the greatest opportunities for spiritual expansion, and also a totally new cycle of spirituality beginning on this planet. The incredible synchronicity during the strongest phase of this transit and a couple days leading up to it, the moon will also be trying this conjunction in Cancer, while it conjuncts the star Sirius, the area of the Lion's Gate. My advice, less thinking about this one, more feeling and the experience of it deep within the temple of the heart. Blessed journeys. And from Crystalline Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, April 2022, the month of the magic blessing. This month is bringing in the energy that will collectively help us think and talk less and instead start being and feeling more. Message to all light workers, truthers, starseeds, healers, forerunners, grid keepers. To all of you who have been holding the grids, bringing in the light, manifesting the inner transformation, and working hard for all of humanity while holding a big responsibility on its behalf while humanity was sleeping. Please now return to humanity its responsibility for every creation, experience, and its own awakening. The time has come. Events are building up so that each human will take back their personal responsibility for being here on Earth, and also the part of the collective responsibility that corresponds to them, and come face to face with it. Everything that has been happening for the past years has been taking place so that humanity will reach the point of taking responsibility and becoming awakened, pure, empowered, and sovereign again. This process will be accelerating fast in the following days. To keep holding humanity's responsibility beyond now will not really be helpful for you or others, as energies will now become extremely powerful and demanding for personal alignment to the truth, and each will be pushed fast and forcefully to step up and take a new position. You will not be able to hold another's responsibility furthermore. Your job is done. You can let go of everything you were holding and walk free towards your own goals and triumphs in the new earth if you wish. You are now ready and all doors are open. Many of you have already been visiting the new earth, and many more will start as soon as the last alignments and corrections are taking place. The enlightened ones, the luminous ones, the flowing ones, the living ones. Time to shine bright. You did it. Let magic take over now. Erini. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Pars Kute. the incoming divine love frequencies that comes from the creative source in this now moment, and it surpasses all other levels of vibration. It is all-encompassing and permeates the multi-dimensions. It includes the highest good for all beings and all of creation. Divine love is a frequency that is available to anyone who wishes to carry this level of vibration. When we attune to this frequency, we rise to a higher level, and we are able to be of even greater service for the highest good. It contains many higher level qualities such as compassion and kindness, and it encompasses oneness. When we feel divine love in our heart center, it reaches out to all beings and promotes a state of oneness. We realize that all of creation is part of the one. Therefore, the process of radiating divine love begins with feeling this compassion and love for ourselves. Now, we let our attention rest on our heart center and our divine spark that connects us to all that is. We are now shining our divine light from every part of our being. The longer we focus on it, the stronger and more brilliant it becomes. Divine love radiates from every part of us. As this occurs, we are likely to have a desire to share this divine love with all of humanity and creation. We can have a conscious intention to radiate this out to all beings. We do not need to approve of their actions. We are simply radiating divine love to those around us. We are connecting with their divine spark and inviting them to experience the divine love and light and the oneness of creation. Our divine love radiates wherever we are, and it ripples throughout the multi-dimensions. We are offering divine love as a gift for the highest good of all. We are remaining centered in divine love, and our intent is for the highest good. We are an instrument of divine love, light, and peace. Within divine love of one, Pars Kute. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. Blessed new moon, family. Between this new moon and the Libra full moon, April 16th, and massive dissolving of the past is being removed from the seed point. This is the purification of this and all past life marriage contracts that you've been bound to. Being hurt by others is coming to an end. The heartbreak you've experienced is detoxing. Dharma is occurring tenfold. Energy is restoring that has been depleted due to emotional attachments from others. This is your awakening into the Christ timeline where only love and unity prevails. Peace is unfolding daily. You are no longer responsible for your family and friends that put you in the position of having to fix things all the time. Instead, you can pursue on your own passions by exploring new ideas and learning new ways of connecting with Source. Focusing on your own project in this manner is helping you feel strong and stable, as well as more knowledgeable and free. In this moment, you are reconnecting with yourself. It's been so long since you've been this free and determined to pursue your own happiness. As we enter eclipse season in May, all will be dissolved, and you can continue forward with your new adventures without burdens and distractions that used to stop this. Nothing is holding you back any longer, dear family. It's your time to rise and shine into your light body and God's kingdom in this new timeline of Christ and Christ consciousness. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you, Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Tanya Gabrielle, happy April and happy Aries new moon. April in 2022 is a 10 universal month of instant manifestation and new beginnings. Don't hold anything back, be bold. 10 cycles can be fortunate turning points. You have the courage and compassion to move in harmony with the natural rhythm of nature. April is the 4th month. In 2022, the 22nd year also reduces to 4. This emphasis on the number for Earth, which has 4 directions and 4 seasons, awakens the power of nature as an extension of our heart. 4 represents the reunification of all 4 quadrants and the 4 chambers of the heart. We begin this powerful month with a stunning code of new beginnings, ushered in during the early hours at April 1st with the 11-11-11 new moon in Aries to launch April's 10 universal month. Expect many deep upgrades, especially the first 2 weeks of April. Then on the 4-4 Monday, The number of natural order and honor is further activated by a fiery conjunction between Mars and Saturn. Mars is the ruler of Aries. The Sun is in Aries. Saturn governs responsibility and time, taking ownership of how you feel, what you think, say, and do, now and in the past. The code of ones that begins April makes this firing up of Saturn and Mars especially significant. Saturn compresses energy and Mars invigorates. As a result, the natural expression of opposite energy will mirror duality and separation, and bring to the surface any conflicts that have not been mended in your heart. It is very important to allow your heart to guide you in all ways. It is just as important to allow your mind to rest. With the coming Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in Pisces on April 12th, and the new beginnings fireworks that begin April today, a birth of a new way of life on Earth is now emerging rapidly. You are living the shift you've been yearning for. Surprises will be many. Assist the Earth to align, adjust, and begin the upgrade. Let go of your expectations and desire to control, and surrender to the wisdom of the heart. Heart-centered living is your only choice moving forward. Love and blessings, Tanya from TanyaGabrielle.com. And from Divine Sister of Light, Natalia Alba. The Pisces Stellium Portal. Beloved ones, this new month of April comes with wonderful and very powerful energies to help us move forward within our chosen timeline. We begin the month with a new moon in Aries, as even though we now pass from Pisces waters to Aries, we will continue having many Piscean influences. We are experiencing one of the most important seasons since March, as we have many planets still in Pisces, something that is known as a stellium, in astrology intensifying Piscean qualities. A Piscean stellium portal that is marked by the Jupiter and Neptune conjunction, whose main essence will signify a profound impact and planetary shift for all. A portal that brings compassionate and loving energies like never before in our recent planetary history, and that will help us tremendously in moving forward from chaos to unity consciousness. A very ethereal conjunction that is surrounded by other energies who invite us to ground ourselves, as it is Taurus, and our desires, so we can find a balance between both worlds. We have during this month a main energies, both essences, on one hand Pisces, inviting us to continue focusing on our sense of community and on the expansion of our intuitive senses, so we can improve our unique abilities, putting them in service to all. And on the other, Aries is about focusing on our individualized aspect, beginning to forge a path by ourselves as the only creators of our human life experience. This month will help us step into a more harmonic and loving state of being, a time for us to transcend and continue healing the duality that still governs in our plane, a season that comes to remind us of the importance of unity, compassion, and empathy, at this moment in which humanity is still navigating between two different choices that will determine the final transition of our planet, which already occupies a harmonic future fifth-dimensional timeline, a month with two new moons, of which one is a solar eclipse in Taurus, and another full moon as well in the middle of the month in Libra. It is indeed a month for profound transformation and, above all, for aligning with new possibilities and ways in which we can give birth to our goals and soul desires. April is a 10th, one reduced, universal month, a month for us to reset ourselves and begin anew, as it is going to be the only one universal month of this year 2022. Therefore, it is vital that we align with this frequency and create our lives according to our highest will, and although everyone is unique and we all have our own micro-personal cycles, this universal one is going to signify a major opening for all who are ready to co-create in a new and more illumined level. All the energies from inside to outside of our planetary system are going to support us in the creation of that which is aligned with the harmonic frequency and timeline that we have consciously chosen, and that the sixth universal frequency of this year supports too. Number 1 is a reminder that we are ending and beginning a new cycle. although still oscillating between both worlds, and it is pivotal for us to end with all that used to limit us as we keep expanding within the new worlds that we are now bringing into form. The peak or void, as guides shared of this space where we have the biggest opportunity for creation, is on the solar eclipse in Taurus at the end of April and beginning of May. Number 1 in the tarot is represented by the Magician, one hand pointing to the sky and another one towards earth. He knows how to work with the universal laws as he has mastered the art of descending into the physical, what is first created in the ethereal. This is where we are at this time, birthing our deepest soul desires. To do so, knowing how to integrate and direct the energies is pivotal. We are all magicians, as we all have within the power to manifest the outcomes that are aligned with our highest will. We just have to focus our energy on what is truly important, as it is not a time now to waste our personal power on delusions, collective fear, and past situations, but in the new life experiences that we are building, and that has nothing to do with who we used to be. It is a time to create, to bring forth new desires, a time to be reborn just as nature does, as everything is giving birth to a new way of existing, and so are we. We should stay open to receive all that we have been creating from within during all these months, and be patient, as everything has been already perfectly orchestrated for us, to just have faith and trust that at divine timing, all that is meant to come into our lives will come. Have a blessed April, beloved ones. With infinite love, Natalia Alba from StarseedSoul.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Ruby Falconer. April 1st, 2022, new moon at Aries, 11 degrees 30 minutes, 2024 AM EDT. In the language of shamanic Egyptian astrology, Aries is allied with Kephra, the rising sun and beginning of a new day. Kephra is often represented as a scarab holding a sphere, symbolic of new life. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. This is the first new moon in a new series of moon cycles. This new moon is dominated by a conjunction between Mars, Saturn, and Venus in Aquarius, an alignment visible to many in the pre-dawn sky. These three have been traveling in relationship to each other for the last month. This outpicturing of this conjunction is not easy. We see it in the Russian invasion of the Ukraine. Saturn in relationship to Mars can bring out the oppressive face of the warrior. We are also in the midst of an approaching conjunction between Jupiter and Neptune, exact on April 12th. Jupiter expands everything it touches, in this case the magical, mystical, otherworldly, and confusing energy of Neptune. This is Nephthys in the Egyptian pantheon, keeper of the mysteries behind the veils. Her presence is strong in our collective psyche at this time. Our world is dissolving, and we do not know where we will land. Beginnings are also endings, and this Aries new moon is also the beginning of an end. This is the final moon cycle in our current eclipse phase. The next new moon on April 30th will be a solar eclipse and will begin a new phase of experience. The current period began on December 4th. The next will run from April 30th to October 25th. Areas of focus that have been prominent since early December will come to completion. During this dark moon, ponder these changes and notice the seeds of the new phase that are beginning to break open. We are moving toward a new direction. Take note and arrange your life accordingly. From ShamanicStarology.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Molly McCord. The Aries new moon begins April as the Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Chiron all gather together to co-create a new story around your healing journey and how to open up to what you're ready to love and accept in yourself now. Venus and Mars are both interacting with the nodes of fate after the conjunctions to Saturn, which supports clearing our karma, power struggles, emotional intensity, and complications that are no longer connected to your growth trajectory. Notice where you are embracing more of your self-love in concrete areas of your life, because April continues to support the growth, building, and blossoming that will be further activated with the Taurus solar eclipse. From MollyMcCord.online. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Adrian Elise, Gaia Daily, April 1st through the 4th, landing. The energy of today's Aries new moon will continue to activate as Mercury and the Sun come in exact conjunction with Chiron and Aries over the next few days. This astrology has the energy of jump-starting a brand new timeline. We are turning the ship around, but it's going to take some time to reorient to a new direction. In the Aries new moon activation, we were shown that it's time for supernova souls to embody more fully the essence of who they really are. This landing home of the bigger self exactly corresponds to the anchoring of the new timeline. It's been an uncomfortable feeling with all this Pisces energy of not knowing who we are, except that the old no longer fits. It's been like being stuck in the unknown, in between timelines and realities. Perhaps it's because it's time to meet our bigger self. How can we know where to go or what to do if we are not whole and complete? The new structures and energies of the Aquarian age are landing with us. We are at the cutting edge with no direction, but at least we are clear. It's all about arriving home in our true self, and nothing else really matters. We are waking up to the game of this matrix reality and realizing it's all about breaking free and graduating to a new level of autonomous personal power and sovereignty. It's important for us to know that we can never be duped again. But in order to do that, we have to go back and face and heal where we so naively gave away our power again, and take it back. We're having an opportunity to see through the veil and magically break free from the delusions of the past, with Jupiter coming into exact conjunction with Neptune for the second week of April. This potent astrology is inviting us to clear up the subconscious programming that keeps us playing small. We are the new timeline, and it's time to dream a new dream. From AdrianElise.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. New moon in Aries, the time is ripe for new beginnings. This lunation contains the energy of shoots breaking the ground, the vibrancy and the color of spring, the desire to venture into new territories. It's about fresh challenges, new goals, brave action. Aries champions leadership, independence, taking a stand, asserting our right to life. Life shouts Aries, be here, be passionate, feel the blood pumping in your veins. But with the moon and sun conjunct Chiron and square black moon Lilith, there are also stories about wounding, the pain of rejection and failure, the desolate fear of being alone, the horror of being caught off guard. Part of us holds back, curled up inside, waiting for a better time, a more welcome reception. Sometimes the suffering we have been through makes us reticent about starting again, starting anything. We dare not want, we don't feel we have the right. We become angry at the world. With Mars, the ruler of this lunation in Aries, we're pressed to work on our own healing for the sake of our communities, for the sake of the future. You are strong enough. There's never a better time than now. Rise to the challenge. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Zolkeen Times, Keen 213, red overtone Skywalker. Overtone is the name for the number 5 and its keywords are empower, command, and radiate. The gear changes in any wave spell are linked by the color of the first day. So as this is the red moon wave spell and the first day is red, then the 5th, 9th, and last day are the same color. These gear changes shift the energy of the wave spell. The first day begins the journey. Today, the 5th day, marks the point where the energy noticeably increases. The 9th day is high gear and the last day marks the end. Today we can all make use of this gear shift and harness that energy. This is why it is an empowering number. So here's a high five to you folks. Today is red Skywalker and it represents wakefulness, space, and exploring. An empowered Skywalker is quite a force to be reckoned with, but in a good way. Skywalker always entices us to go exploring, to think outside the box, and be a little unconventional. Today we can all shapeshift into Skywalkers and enjoy the feeling of empowerment through our brave adventures. This is especially useful if you've been struggling to solve a problem lately, because by looking at the situation in a new way, a way that you normally wouldn't see, this could give you the insights you need. Think of it as an exercise in not being you for a moment and trying to see things as if you were someone else. The guide today is the red dragon, which symbolizes birth, nurturing, and being. It's a very interesting day with empowering adventures led by a dragon. This suggests that we are being encouraged to do something new and to feel nurtured by that decision. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, red, overtone Skywalker, 5 Bane, Keen 213, 1st of April 2022. Radiant expansion, commanding the new time, birthing the dream. 1/4/2022 equal 146 equal 110 equal 11 equal 2. Day codes 1 new beginnings, original, unique, leader. 11 illumination, portal, gate, polarity. 2 duality, twins, partner, cooperation. Month year codes. 4 form, structure, foundation, earth, angelic. 6 heaven, Christ, family, romance, fertility. 10 manifestation, power, authority. 1 new beginnings, original, unique, leader. 20 the awakening, clear vision. 22 architect of peace, master builder. Keen 213 equals 6 heaven, Christ consciousness. Today we have a radiant manifestation portal of infinite expansion through new birth. Welcome to April. April is the 4th month of the Gregorian year, which is a powerful month for building and constructing our new reality. The number 4 represents a square or rectangle which forms the foundation upon which to build a new structure. The 4 represents Earth, being practical and grounded. The 4 is also the angelic frequency. We have a double 4 code in April with the 22-year code of the Master Builder and Architect. The universal month adds up to 10-1, which is the code of leadership and manifesting your unique vision. The April energies will be rapidly accelerating our forward momentum and making a new start, all aligning with the Aries new moon today in the new astrological year. Very promising breakthroughs to come, enabling us to finally break free from the past and start anew. And Kin 213 commences this breakthrough month with radiant expansion, commanding our freedom. Day 5 in the red moon wave spell of the goddess, who is enhancing our intuition and sensitivity as we purify our vessels in order to find our natural flow. Today we are exploring new spaces and realms, opening the floodgates for new experiences and greater flow. Tone of creation, overtone, tone 5 in the spiritual realm. Action commands, power empowers, essence, radiance. The emphasis today is on empowerment and radiance through the action of command. Number 5 represents the center, core purpose, foundation, and central intent. It is the center of the wheel from which all the spokes emanate. This is the phase where the energy of creation returns to the center and then radiates outwards. Overtones command the unbounded. They order it to be, and so it becomes. Their power radiates from their soul essence through a pure connection to Source. This is the true source of unlimited power. Today we are empowering our authority through new leadership opportunities. We commence a new month with a 1-1 code, double new beginnings. The 10-1 universal month will definitely empower us to step up in our leadership role, taking the reins as the way-showers and new earth leaders, full steam ahead. The overtone tone aligns beautifully with today's hidden superpower, the yellow star, which wants us all to sparkle and glow. Anything is possible in the infinite playground we occupy as creator beings. Expand your being into pure states of consciousness today in order to totally align and fully open the cosmic floodgates to prosperity and greater joy. And so mote it be, precious hearts, a brilliant day for dreaming, astral traveling, time traveling, and sky walking. Tune in and align with the endless cosmic flow of creative manifesting power. It's time to take command of your life and expand into unlimited avenues for expansion of your soul's desires and purpose. Today's questions are, how can I birth a greater, more empowered, and radiant version of my expanded self through my soul's desires and greater divine purpose? Are we ready as a collective to command and birth our new world into existence, to manifest the new time? Divine blessings for exploring and expanding into endless realms of possibility today. In la ketch a la keen, Christina, White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 213, Red Overtone Skywalker. The mantra, the code for today is, I empower in order to explore. Commanding wakefulness, I seal the output of space. With the overtone tone of radiance, I am guided by the power of birth. And on this powerful day of activations, manifestations, and transformations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now, I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges on Patreon and donations we're able to continue this work. So if you'd like to help us continue bringing these transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge at our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com, and to our tribe on Patreon, being the first of the month again. Many dropped out due to transaction issues, so if you'd like to continue supporting us, please check for us if that transaction went through. 144 coming in to the 414. I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Daphne Karandanis, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister of the Light. And I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Rita Minster, for your donation today. Thank you very much, Divine Sister, for supporting us in this work and mission. If you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal account at eaglelovecondor.com. Now, I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork on Etsy. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with a powerful divine decree from Divine Sister of the Light, Sandra Walter. I qualify and add my experience, lessons, expansive possibilities, and divinely directed creations to the divine records and crystalline consciousness fields in service to the pure, organic ascension. From ascensionpath.com. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed, and powerful new moon in Aries and a magnificent, magical, mystical month of April ahead as we continue through the acceleration and quickening of our divine ascension process. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make today and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.